So this video is not really a how-to video, it's more of my experience with the brakes on my car. On my 2016 Mercedes-Benz C300, it just reached 60,000 miles on the stock rotors and pads. And they definitely look like there's plenty of life left. The rotor is pretty smooth and there's a lot of brake pad life left. But here's the issue. When I go to stop the car, it definitely takes a lot longer for the car to brake to a stop. Sometimes I feel some pulsing in the brake pedal if I'm slowing down from a high rate of speed. So I decided to take the pads and the rotors off. It's a pretty easy process and took me about 15 minutes to do it, especially since I didn't have any rusted bolts. And my oh my, check this out. Again, the rotor is pretty smooth and there's tons of brake pad left, but check out the inside of the brake pad. It's all grooved and super thin. And the inside of the rotor is rough, it's grooved, and it's rusted. This is not good. So no matter how much brake pad is left, there is no way those pads will make good contact with that rotor to slow down the car properly anymore. And since these rotors and pads have about 60,000 miles, it's about time they get changed out. There's no way to resurface these rotors to maintain the minimum thickness for optimal braking. So here's the replacement kit I got from FCP Euro. This is not aftermarket. This is all OEM genuine parts. You can see right here on the brake pad. For my specific car, the kit comes with 2 drill front rotors. They are a bit dirty, but that dirt is actually on a coating that will come off as soon as I use the brake pads. And here are the rear rotors. Same thing with that coating that will come off. Here are the front brake pads, the brake pad wear sensors, and the rear pads. Everything I need for replacement parts. And when it comes to brakes, I always recommend OEM genuine parts. The only reason I wouldn't use OEM parts is if I'm upgrading to a high performance brake kit. But since I'm not doing that, I'm gonna stick with the OEM genuine parts. So if you're in the market for brakes, definitely go check out FCP Euro. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I just wanna show you where to buy the best brakes for the best price. And I believe they also offer a lifetime replacement warranty. And the process of replacing brakes is pretty straightforward. There's tons of videos on YouTube. I'll link some in the description below. For me, it took about 2 hours to get all 4 corners of the car done, and I spent another 30 minutes driving up and down the street to seat the brake pads properly. And now, the car is back to tip-top shape when it comes to braking. As you can see, the front rotors look great, and the rear rotors look great as well. Nice and shiny. So yeah, lesson learned. Don't assume your brakes are good just by looking at the outside of the rotor or the thickness of the brake pads. You never know what's creeping on the inside. So that's it for me. I hope this helps. I'll see you next time.